What's up, guys? Mad Fragger. I am back with another fragrance video for you. And with winter kind of making its way out of here and spring right around the corner, time to start thinking about some good spring scents. And some of my favorite scents for spring are ones that are green. And I have got some green fragrances here for you guys that are really good ones that I'm looking forward to wearing this season. And I just wanted to kind of share those with you really quickly. I'm not going to get too deep into each fragrance, just kind of run them down really fast. The first one is going to be Jungle Vibe from Rayhan. This is a new pickup for me. I haven't had this for very long, but I'm really looking forward to spending some time with this upcoming spring, especially in the earlier part of spring when it's still a little bit on the cool side. Because this is a fragrance that actually, it has some freshness to it, but it's not kind of energetically fresh like a lot of these other ones are. This one would be a little better for kind of early spring when there's still a little bit of a cool nip in the air. I think this is going to be fantastic. Looking forward to checking it out. Jungle Vibe from Rayhan. And then the next one we got here is a fragrance that released in 1999. Although it definitely still keeps its modernity today. I feel like this is one that you can wear in 2026 just as well as you could in 99 when it came out. Fresh green grass, bright, fresh kind of vibe kind of fragrance here. This is one that you would think, being at the price point, because it's a budget price point, it's a Carolina Herrera, you would think that, oh, well, it must not be very good then, huh? But no, this is one that's been around, like I said, for a while. And I just think that it's one that stands the test of time. I think this fragrance is really, really one of the best fresh, green, clean kind of fragrances that you can find. And at the price that you're going to pay for this, it's almost like you're stealing it. Magnetic cap, just a really, really great, fresh, clean, green spring fragrance right there. The next one I got here is Hindu Kush from the House of Mancera. This one is sweet green. Now, I know that not everybody gets on board with really kind of sweet, like style of fragrances that are excessively sweet. But if you do, if really sweet fragrances is your gig, then this is one you need to pay attention to, because this thing comes off with almost a spearminty kind of green mint kind of freshness, and then kind of dries down into a little bit of vetiver. I think there's some vetiver in the base that kind of gives it a little bit of a woodiness, but then it really just pretty much stays the entire time like kind of clean and green, but and sweet. It does kind of give you this kind of green effect, this green leafy effect, like fresh growing plants, if you know what I'm saying, if you catch my drift. Hindu Kush refers to the green plants, not after it's already been harvested, but as it's growing, the green plants. That's kind of a little bit of the vibe that you might kind of pick up here. But mostly what you got here is just a very sweet green fragrance, and a damn good one that lasts a long time and projects really great. It definitely has some sweetness to it, so you have to be on board with that. Next one we got here is called Fatan from the House of Versace. It only comes in this little 50 ml bottle, but this thing packs a punch. I'm telling you, this is one of the better green fragrances that you're gonna find, especially at this price point right here. It's just doesn't get a lot of traction, doesn't get a lot of recognition. I don't think a lot of people even know this exists, but it is basically like if you took the fragrance like Terre d'Hermes, if you took Terre d'Hermes EDT and you removed that kind of fruity orange out of there and replaced it with a green instead, that's kind of what this is giving you. It's a Terre d'Hermes kind of style of vibe, but with a lot of greenness going on. It's fresh and energetic and bright and just leaps off your skin. Great for hot weather. And this is one that I think a lot of people don't know about. But if you take anything away from this list here, take away this. That is kind of a hidden gem when it comes to spring green fragrances. This one's kind of a gem. So the next one we got here, of course, is an OG in the Middle Eastern dupe game, and that's Tres Nuits from Armaf. I feel like this should have been rebottled into a Club de Nuit bottle and included in the Club de Nuit line with the others, but I don't work at Armaf, and who am I to say? So this one here, of course, is going to be very similar to Green Irish Tweed from House of Creed, but it does kind of do its own thing in a certain way, but it does do a really good job of, giving you an alternative to Green Irish Tweed at this price point, right? So definitely one that if you like the Green Irish Tweed scent profile, this is one you can pick up on a budget that's going to do it for you. Has great performance, has decent quality. I think it's one that's worth having, especially if that's a scent profile that you enjoy. The next one we got, I'm just going to kind of do two Banana Republics here in one kind of like 1-2 punch. We got Grasslands from Banana Republic, and we got Vintage 78 Green. This one here is also a very similar kind of DNA, a very similar scent profile to Green Irish Tweed, but Banana Republic has kind of took it in their own direction, and the direction that it goes here is really great. Of course, with the Banana Republic fragrances, most of them in this Icon line, the performance is not going to be the best. Like this one, I get about 6 hours of performance out of it, but it's just a fantastic fragrance, especially for just, when there's occasion where you need a fragrance that's kind of right in that range, that 5 to 6 hour performance range. Maybe you're just running some errands, whatever it may be. This is a fragrance that's really awesome, smells great, fresh, green, clean, and a really good one to wear in the springtime, as well as this one here. Now, Vintage 78 is what, in my opinion, the best from this Icon line, the best fragrance in this line. There's a little bit of fruity fig here. There's some green tea, but what you get is this very bright, very vivid and energetic green characteristic in this fragrance, and it's just stunning. It really does leap off your skin, especially in the hot weather. And this is the best performing Banana Republic in this line, in my opinion. I've owned like 8 of them, and this is the best one as far as performance goes. This thing performs really well, especially for a fresh fragrance. It's very fresh, very bright, but lasts a long time, projects awesome. Best performer in the line, but also my favorite scent profile as well in the line. So that works out really nice for me. Next one, and the last one we got here, is this gem that I just picked up recently. This is from the House of Lattafa. It's called Sharif. It is similar to Parfum de Marly's Greenly, and I think that this one never got any traction or never really kind of got any recognition because of a certain fragrance from the House of French Avenue that also smells a lot like PDM Greenly. This one, I just decided more on a whim than anything to grab this here about maybe a week and a half ago. I went ahead and picked this up. And man, I'll tell you what, I'm so glad that I decided to cop this, guys. Like, hands down, this is one of the best things I've picked up like in a while. And I've picked up a lot of good stuff in the collection lately. And this thing stands apart. I really kind of, it was like a love at first sniff situation with this one. Just green apple kind of body wash, but with just the right amount of sweetness, just the right level of sweetness here. And it's got this kind of like just bitey kind of zing to it that sticks around through the life of the fragrance, and just absolutely stunning the way that this wears off my skin. It does have really, really good performance. Like, I'm not fronting with this one. This thing has good performance. It's not a beast or any crazy stuff like that, but it has great performance. 8+ hours, does project really great, especially in the first few hours. Really, really one that I'm looking forward to big time wearing this coming spring, because like I said, I just got this recently, but in the time I've had it, I've just come to love this fragrance so much. Really, really good one, and I'm so glad that I decided to pull the trigger on this, because I would hate to think about if I went later down the road and ended up getting it, and like, I know what I'd be thinking. Damn, I wish I would have grabbed that before. I wish I would have grabbed that sooner, because it's so good. This time my instincts were right. I grabbed it and it worked out great. So guys, thank you for joining me for another video. I really appreciate y'all being here. If you're not following me, it'd be cool if you did that. If you're on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to my channel. On TikTok, likes, follows, all that kind of crazy stuff. And thank you again for spending some of your time with me. Spring's right around the corner, guys. And we know that we're going to want to find some good spring fragrances to be jumping on top of this year and really kind of like, giving some wear. And I think that all of these in this list right here are ones that would be great to wear this spring, especially if you're looking for something in that kind of green category, because all of these are going to be that. And hey, Phaton, don't forget about Phaton. For those of you who stayed till the end of the video, I'm going to remind you again, Phaton is a stunning green fragrance from Rasasi for the summertime. Thanks, guys. I'm the Mad Fatter. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.